Welcome. No? Welcome. Am I coming through in the back? Good. Welcome. I'm Mary Nettleman. I am the Dean of the USD Sanford School of Medicine, and I want to welcome you to the 2018 Graduation Convocation. We are here to welcome you, the family and friends of our graduates, and we are honored that so many of you are here with us today. We welcome our many distinguished guests, our AOA visiting professor and graduation convocation speaker, Dr. Tom Gelhaus, Dr. David Arendt, president of the Sanford School of Medicine Alumni Relations Council, Dr. Robert Vandermark, president of the South Dakota State Medical Association, and the leadership of our academic teaching centers. We are really pleased that you could all join us today. And finally, welcome to the graduates. We gather here to mark your extraordinary accomplishment. I mean, wow, this is really something. We wish each of you the best as you embark on your career as physicians, and we know each of you is going to be a wonderful doctor. You have amassed an impressive fund of medical knowledge, but even more, we know you have the personal characteristics and the integrity to be worthy of the trust that society and your patients place in a physician. As you transition today from being our students to becoming our colleagues and alumni, know that we have complete confidence in you and we are proud of you. We have high standards and you've met them. The people in this audience, your friends, family, and supporters are proud of you, and this is a time you should be proud of yourself. Your support also comes from the faculty. There are more than 1,800 physicians and scientists throughout South Dakota who are committed to the educational programs of this school. The commitment of the faculty is a key reason that a small state like South Dakota can provide nationally acclaimed medical education. Would the members of the faculty who are present please stand so we can acknowledge your contribution to the education of physicians of tomorrow. As was stated in the white coat ceremony 4 short years ago, medical education is a family affair. It requires the support of family, and it involves all of us in our patients' families. And tonight's hooding ceremony is a family event. You're welcome to come forward to take pictures as the students are presented alphabetically. And joining me for that would be Dr. Dawn Bragg, Dean of Medical Student Affairs. Graduating students are also permitted to invite an immediate family member who has attained either the MD or DO degree or is a member of the School of Medicine faculty to hood them. We are pleased to have 22 family members or faculty assisting us today. The convocation, once we're done, we will conclude with the recitation of the affirmation of the physician, which is printed on the back of the program. At that time, we encourage all physicians in attendance to stand and recite the affirmation. Dr. Bragg, please join me for the presentation and hooding of the graduates.
I am pleased to introduce the individual members of the class of 2018. Our graduates have consistently excelled academically and shown remarkable achievements driven by their passion and academic abilities. Their accomplishments are too numerous to list at this celebration, but I will highlight just a few as each graduate comes forward. We're confident that each will become a highly successful physician and contribute to the health of their communities. Graduates, please make your way to the podium with your hooder when your name is called. Dr. Carmen Alcock, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Alcock is the recipient of the Coyote Community Clinic Volunteer Award. This is a free clinic coordinated by students. She participated in an international elective in Tanzania and published research on International Journal of Anatomical Variations. Dr. Benjamin Arbiter. Hooded by Dr. Shahid Ahmad, his faculty mentor. Dr. Arbiter is a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program and served on the Informatics Technology Council. Dr. Sarah Ashmore, hooded by Dr. Roger Ashmore, her father. Dr. Ashmore is a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program. She's also the student representative on the search committee for Campus Education Coordinator. Dr. Jennifer Assam, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Assam is a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program, and she focused on developing a clinical elective for medical students to take at the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation. Dr. Emma Backrack, hooded by Dr. J. Michael Backrack, her father. Dr. Backrack was a Coyote Clinic volunteer and Active Generation volunteer. She's fluent in Spanish and has served as an interpreter for many Spanish-speaking patients. Dr. Stephen Bollinger, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Bollinger is a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program. He served as the American College of Physicians representative for the class and rose to the level of National Council of Student Members. Dr. Rayan Borscheid, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Borscheid served as co-president of Women in Science Group. She also served on the LCME Accreditation Task Force as one of the leaders for writing and implementing the dependent student analysis. She was also a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program and is one of 10 students inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Lee Boos, hooded by Dr. Ryan Boos, her husband. Dr. Boos participated in an international elective in Uganda and volunteered at the Coyote Clinic. She also served as president of the Christian Medical and Dental Association at USD. Dr. Emma Bai, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Bai was a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program. She designed and implemented prenatal education classes at the Indian Health Services Clinic in Wagner. Dr. David Christensen, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Christensen was inducted into the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society as a third-year student and served as president. He also served as the Medical Education Committee class representative. He was selected student chair of the Independent Student Analysis component of the LCME. He was also one of 10 students inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Joanne Clute, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Clute served as a volunteer for the Coyote Clinic for the Uninsured. He also volunteered with the Banquet, a community ministry that meets the needs of those who are hungry. Dr. Brady Coburn, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Coburn served as Student Leadership Committee for Pillar 1 to assist with the implementation and adjustments in the new curriculum. He participated in a volunteer program of rural experience for health professional students that fosters interdisciplinary experiences in a rural clinic. Dr. Julia Ferrugia, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Ferrugia is a member of the Frontiers in Rural Medicine program. She coordinated the STD educational program presented by medical students in our neighborhood schools. Dr. Eric Fausch, hooded by Dr. Mark Fausch, his father. Dr. Fausch served as the AAMC Organization of Student Representatives for his class. He was one of 5 students who participated in the inaugural Bioethics Certificate program. He was one of 10 students inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Tanner Ferguson, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Ferguson was the recipient of the Chester McVeigh Research Award for his research in the surgical field. He was also a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. Dr. Spencer Farrell, hooded by Dr. Robert Farrell, his father. Dr. Farrell was elected the AMSA president. He was the student representative on the LCME Self-Study Task Force for Institutional Organizational Standards. He served in the lead role for students at the Servant's Heart Clinic, a free clinic for the uninsured. Dr. Anthony Fegan, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Fegan served as one of 6 student campus coordinators for the Sioux Falls campus. He served as the medical student admissions ambassador to host prospective students and was one of 10 students inducted in the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Michael Fields, hooded by Dr. Sarah Fisher Shorter, his aunt. Dr. Fields received the Sanford School of Medicine Development Scholarship. He served at the monthly free blood pressure check and blood glucose fair at a local church in Vermilion. Dr. Adam Fitzgerald, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Fitzgerald is a member of the Frontiers in Rural Medicine program. He continues to be a Club Scout pack leader. Dr. Sarah Free, hooded by Dr. Nancy Free, her mother. Dr. Free was coordinator of the flu shot drive at the banquet. She was a member of the steering committee for the Coyote Community Clinic for the Uninsured and was one of 10 students inducted in the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Max Fuller, hooded by Dr. Shahid Ahmad, is faculty mentor. Dr. Fuller served as student campus coordinator for Rapid City Campus. He was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. Dr. Amy Garrigan, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Garrigan is a member of the Frontiers and Rural Medicine program and conducted research on advanced care planning in rural communities. Dr. Renita Getz, hooded by Dr. Denise Hanish, faculty mentor. Dr. Getz was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. She was president of the Emergency Medicine Interest Group. Her cultural colloquium project involved working with refugees to assist with learning English and accessing health care. Dr. Elizabeth Hedman, hooded by Dr. Kathy Au, faculty mentor. Dr. Hedman was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program and also the Frontiers and Rural Medicine program. She was a student representative on the LCME Self-Study Task Force. She served as class leader in the Medical Student Association and assisted on the task force for revision of Medical Student Association bylaws. Dr. Courtney Haydock, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Haydock is a member of the steering committee for the Coyote Community Clinic for the uninsured or underinsured. She is also a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. Dr. Caitlin Huff, hooded by Dr. Jem Huff, her father. Dr. Huff was the campus representative for our wellness program. She is the president of Specialty Interest Group in Neurology. She was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. Dr. Kevin Huffer, hooded by Dr. Timothy Zellner, faculty mentor. Dr. Hofer served as his class vice president, served on the newly developed Student Wellness Committee, and conducted research in the area of bariatrics. Dr. Nathan Jacobson, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Jacobson was inducted into the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society as a third-year student. He was a student member of the Independent Student Analysis component of the LCME accreditation. He was president of the Surgery Interest Group and was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. Dr. Amanda Johnson, hooded by Dr. Peter Johnson, her father. Dr. Johnson was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program and also member of the Frontiers and Rural Medicine Program. She was a student representative on the LCME Self-Study Task Force for Curriculum Standards and the student leader for the Medical Student Association. Dr. Chandler Kasuski, hooded by Dr. Tawny Hunt, her mother. Dr. Kasuski became the lead tutor and instructor for the newly developed tutoring and supplemental instruction programs. She served as the medical school admissions ambassador, and she was selected for the Alumni Student Scholarship Program as a high school senior. Dr. Survesh Kaushik, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Kaushik was a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program, served on the steering committee for the Coyote Community Clinic, served as class representative on the Diversity Health Affairs Committee, one of 6 student campus coordinators for Sioux Falls campus, and was one of 10 inducted into the Golden Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Jennifer Keating, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Keating was one of 5 students who participated in the inaugural Bioethics Certificate Program. She was a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program, AMSA representative for the class, and president of Psychiatry Interest Group. Dr. Cade Klippenstein, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman. Dr. Catherine Krager, hooded by Dr. Mark Fausch, father-in-law to be. Dr. Krager was one of 5 students who participated in the inaugural Bioethics Certificate Program. She served as the AMSA officer for the class, one of 6 student campus coordinators for the Sioux Falls campus. Dr. Ali Ladd, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Ladd was one of 5 students who participated in the inaugural Bioethics Certificate Program. She volunteered extensively in the community, providing care at the Kyle Indian Health Services. Dr. Kelly Landine, hooded by Dr. Paul Mallory, her fiance. Dr. Landine served as class officer for the American Medical Association. She was the recipient of the Excellence in Public Health Award for the U.S. Public Health Service. She was a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program and founder and co-president of the Medical Spanish Interest Group. Dr. Kelsey Lee, hooded by Dr. Marcus Thies, her brother. Dr. Lee has a working knowledge of Spanish and volunteered at the Coyote and Kyle clinics. She conducted research on autism spectrum disorder. Dr. Teresa Mallet, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Mallet served as Community Service Chair for the Family Medicine Special Interest Group, served as Events Coordinator for the Psychiatry Interest Group, was one of the Wellness Program representatives for the class. Dr. Kellen Mastick, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Mastick was one of 5 students who participated in the inaugural Bioethics Certificate Program. He volunteered at the Coyote Clinic, the Banquet, Vermilion Backpack Program, and the Welcome Table. Dr. Allison McEldowney, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. McEldowney served as class representative on the Financial Aid and Scholarship Committees. She served on the Wellness Committee, helping to develop new programming, and she was a member of the Medical School Admissions Ambassador Program. Dr. Kelly McKnight, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. McKnight was a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program, was one of 10 in the class inducted into the Golden Humanism Honor Society. And she was co-leader of the Women in Science, Medicine and Science program. Dr. Natalie Muschitz, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Muschitz was a class representative for the Clinical Foundations courses to assist with clinical curriculum development during the basic science courses. She volunteered at the Servant Hearts Clinic and the Welcome Table. Dr. Andrea Peterson, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Peterson was selected for the Alumni Student Scholars Program as a high school senior. She was a member of the Scholarship Pathways Program. Dr. Stephanie Payton Oz, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Payton Oz has spent much of her time as a servant leader, volunteering at the Coyote Clinic and among the refugee population at the Center for New Americans. She served as a medical school admissions ambassador, hosting prospective students. Dr. Jessica Pichet, hooded by Dr. Peter Johnson, her father. Dr. Pichet served as a medical school admissions ambassador, hosting prospective students. She was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. Dr. Austin Ralis, hooded by Dr. Patricia Malters, his aunt. Dr. Ralis is a physician-scientist, having received both his PhD and MD degrees. He was recognized for his teaching acumen in teaching medical students pathology and the nervous system. He received an exemplary professional behavior report for his work in leading a boot camp review of the Medical Foundations II course. Dr. Laura Rasmussen, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Rasmussen was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. She was also the AMA Community Service Representative for the class. Dr. Regan Rote, hooded by her father, Dr. James Rote. Dr. Rote is a physician scientist, having received both her PhD and MD degrees. She assisted with music for the Anatomical Donor Memorial Program. Dr. Ashley Schmidt, headed by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Schmidt was inducted into the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society in her third year. She was a member of the steering committee of the Coyote Community Clinic for the uninsured and underinsured, and she was selected as the recipient of the McHale Award for scoring the highest in the class on the required OSCE. Dr. Dane Schrader, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Schrader was inducted into the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society as a third-year student. He's also president of the Radiology Interest Group. Dr. Garrett Steers, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Steers was inducted to the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society as a third-year student. He received the Kelsey Award for top performance in pharmacology, the Rinker Award for top performance in anatomy. He was one of 3 student campus coordinators for the Rapid City campus, and he was inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Corey Sikora, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Sikora volunteered at Servant Hearts Clinic in Yankton and participated in community outreach to high school students at the Yankton Health Care Clinic. Dr. Marcus Churchma, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Churchma conducted research on cardiac hypertrophy. He did research on identifying high-risk patients for readmission following stroke. Dr. Nathan Truex, hooded by Dr. Shahid Ahmad, faculty mentor. Dr. Truex was the class AMA delegate. He was the student representative on the LCME Self-Study Task Force for Student Affairs Standards. He received the awards for Outstanding Student by the Department of Internal Medicine. Dr. Nicole West, hooded by Dr. David West, her father. Dr. West served as a class leader in the Medical Student Association and assisted on the task force for revising the Medical Student Association bylaws. She was also a member of the steering committee for the Coyote Community Clinic for the uninsured and underinsured. Dr. Elizabeth Westoff, hooded by Dr. Jason Wickersham, faculty mentor. Dr. Westoff is a member of the Frontiers in Rural Medicine program. She conducted research on collaborative laborist and midwife model for health care and presented her work nationally. Dr. David Woodard, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Woodard served in a leadership role for the Orthopedic Interest Group. He participated in a medical mission trip to Costa Rica between his first and second year, along with multiple other missions to serve at homeless shelters, abuse shelters, soup kitchens, free clinics, and the environmental conservation. Dr. Charlene Yen, hooded by Dr. Jason Yen, her brother. Dr. Yen is a class of 2018 president and has proven to be a dynamic leader. She has held at least 10 leadership positions and received numerous awards at the Sanford School of Medicine. She still found time to volunteer at the banquet and the Servant's Heart Clinic. Dr. Justin Zanfus, hooded by Dr. Mary Nettleman, Dean of the Sanford School of Medicine. Dr. Zanfus is a member of the American Medical Association and volunteered at the Pine Ridge and Rosebud Indian reservations. Dr. Bethany Ziegler, hooded by Dr. Candice Ziegler, her mother. Dr. Ziegler was a member of the Scholarship Pathways program. She was on the Pillar 1 advisory team for curriculum modifications, and she was also the medical student admissions ambassador. Please stand and recognize all of our wonderful graduates.
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our AOA visiting professor and graduation convocation speaker, Dr. Thomas Gelhaus. Dr. Gelhaus is a clinical professor in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at the University of Iowa Carver College of Medicine. He received his bachelor's degree in chemistry from Augustana, his two-year bachelor's degree in medicine from our medical school. This was when we had a two-year medical school, and completed his medical degree at the University of Oklahoma. He did 3 years of a pathology residency and then went on to do specialized training and residency in obstetrics and gynecology. After residency, he entered private practice for 20 years at Davenport, Iowa. He returned to academic medicine at the University of Iowa and rose to national prominence throughout his career. He is the recent past president of the American College of the Obstetrics and Gynecology. He served on this organization's board. He has done many things for this for more than 25 years in various positions. His interests are in advocacy and policy for healthcare providers and for the patients. He's completed several fellowships in health policy. He's known for being very active in mission work and having a strong interest in international health. He also founded and endowed the Gelhaus Residency Advocacy Fellowship at the national organization, allowing third or fourth year residents to gain further advocacy and health policy experience. Most recently, Dr. Galhouse was inducted into the South Dakota chapter of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society as the new member installation banquet occurred on Thursday evening. Please welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Thomas Galhouse.
Good afternoon, Dean Nettleman, University of South Dakota Sanford School of Medicine faculty, graduates, family, and friends. Thank you very much for that very kind introduction. Most of all, thank you for this incredible honor to address the 2008 class of the University of South Dakota Sanford School of Medicine, Doctor of Medicine graduates. For Melanie and me, this brings us full circle in our careers and our lives. And we have had a great 3 days here being back in Sioux Falls. Graduates, can you believe that this day has finally arrived? I am very sure your family and friends can. Hard work, long hours, dedication, sacrifice, and perseverance over many years, both as undergraduates and in medical school, has resulted in this great honor of Doctor of Medicine being bestowed upon each of you today. Only a few are accepted to medical school. Many are not. You are among the finest and the best. This is the finish line, and you have crossed it. So heartfelt congratulations for your great accomplishments, and congratulations to your family and friends who stood by you. You would not have gotten this far without them. They are your family, your friends, your community, your past, your present, and if you deserve them, your future. I know you have made them so proud. The University of South Dakota School of Medicine was a great school when I was a student starting in 1979. This was reflected in the large number of U.S. medical schools that had in the past and continued then to readily accept USD transfer students while it was a 2-year school. Around the early 80s, it became a 4-year medical school. Having watched it grow over the years, the hard work, dedication, and commitment of many during this time has made the University of South Dakota Sanford School of Medicine a top-notch and highly respected institution. Another great indicator of how great USD is lies in where all of you recently matched for your residencies. Outstanding programs, especially those that matched at the University of Iowa. I graduated ultimately, finally, from the University of Oklahoma and thought I wanted to be a pathologist. After my first year, I really was not so certain. I'd been very interested in OBGYN in medical school, and that interest never really went away. Pathology is a great specialty, and being a pathologist is a great career, but I found it really was not my passion. Melanie could see that I was not really happy. After much soul-searching, we decided to leave my path residency to enter an OBGYN residency. My pathology attendings told me the reverse was usually the case, in that most OBGYNs changed to something such as pathology. They even suggested I see a psychiatrist. Well, I did the residency match one more time and was accepted to the University of Iowa OBGYN program. The OBGYN program at that time required 2 months of internal medicine for the first year residents. My first rotation, of course, was those 2 months of internal medicine. Coming from pathology to an incredibly busy rotation with extremely ill yet live patients, I was completely overwhelmed. On the second day of my residency, I called Melanie and told her not to unpack another box and that we were going back to Sioux Falls. Well, thank God she talked me down, as she frequently has over the years, and I stayed and I persevered. To this day, I'm so happy I remained at Iowa and completed those 2 months of internal medicine along with my residency. It would have been much safer to go home, and resume my pathology residency, but I may not have had the career I did. My point here is find your passion and know that if you don't the first time, you can always do something else. Nothing is written in stone. Yes, it may take longer to finish your residency, but everything you did and learned before will help you in the next step. It will be much easier to get out of bed each day if you are passionate about your work. It will reflect on others, your patients, and at home. So find your passion. Find your passion. At my inauguration as president of the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists in May of 2016, I had to choose a song that would be played as my escorts and I walked up the aisle to the stage for my inauguration speech at our convocation. I wanted something that had some meaning and that I could weave into my speech. So not being much of a music person, and after listening to many songs, I found a song by the band Chicago, Where Do We Go From Here? And I challenged ACOG's new fellows and members that day to ask themselves that question. Where do they go from here? I want to challenge each of you here today to ask that question. Where do you go from here? Of course, we all know the obvious next step is residency, and those years will consume your lives. However, with being a physician comes great responsibility and privilege. First and foremost, that responsibility is to care for your patients the best that you can. After residency, where do you go from here? Your options are vast, and it may be difficult to choose. Fellowship or practice, private practice versus an academic career, and also, where will you pursue those next steps? Whether you like it or not, you are all leaders, and you will be leaders throughout your careers. You will be seen as leaders and expected to be leaders. Being a physician, you are and will be revered, respected, looked up to, and admired. It is really what most mothers want their children to become. But as I said before, with this position comes a great responsibility. As leaders, you must lead and give back and do more. This can be in your community, your hospital, your state and or your national organization, the underserved, here or abroad. The possibilities are endless. Big or small, your contributions will bring results. Maybe not immediately, but they will. Put yourself out there. You will never regret it. And always remember, magic happens when you go outside your comfort zone. As Jonas Salk said, I feel the greatest reward of doing is the opportunity to do more. Everyone on this stage knows that that is true, or they probably would not be here. I would now like to touch on one other important area, you and your family. Take care of yourself. Your life can be easily taken over by your profession and its day-to-day demands. I know I just encourage you to go beyond your job, so to speak, but you can be selective in what you take on. Say yes to what is your passion, but don't be afraid to say no to what is not. Late in my career, especially as the 3 years as a presidential officer of ACOG winds down, and myself not saying no to things very well, I'm trying to do the same. A good friend of mine, or sometimes it seems the easiest is to say yes, rather than decline and say no to something. A good friend of mine recently told me to say, I'm not sure that has my name on it. It works, and you don't have to feel guilty. But find a balance. It is how you will survive. Take time for yourself and your family. Stay healthy, exercise, and enjoy life. It will fly by. And remember, there are no rehearsals. This is it. Best-selling author Martha Beck said, the truth is, the world's demands are infinite, and your time is not. There will always be things left undone. Just make sure they aren't the things that matter the most. No matter what career you have chosen, most days will be fantastic. But there will be some tough days, some bad days, and some patient outcomes that you did not expect. The wind will not always be at your back. As humans, most often we all tend to focus on the negative and forget the positive, the good things we have done in our careers. Early in my career, when I was in private practice, I had one of those not so good days, and I beat myself up pretty bad. I had a partner 10 years or so older than me who really was not only a friend but a great mentor. I told him what was going on, and he really helped me that day. After discussing the situation and making me feel better, he asked me if I had a happy file. In some bewilderment, I said no and asked what a happy file was. He went on to tell me to start a file and to put the good things that happen into it, such as cards from grateful patients, newspaper clippings, awards you may receive, and on and on. He reiterated what I just said about our focusing on the negatives, and said that when something negative or difficult comes up and you wonder about yourself, take out that file and look through it and see all the good that you really have done. I started one that day, and I still add to it, and I look at it on those days that I am discouraged. So please do the same. I know it will help. And don't forget along the way to pat yourselves on the back. Pat yourselves on the back. Also, remember to take care of your colleagues. If they are hurting, help them. Look out for each other. I had an attending in residency who now is a great friend and mentor, who would come to labor and delivery at 6 p.m. to check out when he was the staff on call before he went home. As he left, he always said, "Do what's right." At first, I figured he meant stay out of trouble and let me sleep. As I got to know him over the years, in that phrase, he really meant not just do what is right clinically, but do what is right for the people we care for, not what is right and convenient for us. And do it with love and compassion, whether they are rich, poor, or somewhere in between. Take time to listen to your patients. They all have a story. You will grow each time, and you will be better for it. And finally, I would like to read a poem by Keith Kent. And I hope this resonates with all of you here today as it did with me. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends, some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others can destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. So go be that leader that is in each of you. Be kind. Be understanding. Loving. Be compassionate. Be an example. Be a mentor. Get a mentor. And remember your teachers who have given so much to get you here today. As Abraham Lincoln said, whatever you are, be a good one. So good luck and congratulations to each and every one of you graduating today. Go get them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gelhaus, for those inspiring words. We now have several special awards to present. The American Medical Women's Association presents the Glasgow Rubin Citation for Academic Achievement in recognition of the accomplishments of outstanding women at the thresholds of their medical career. The Glasgow-Rubin citations for academic achievement for graduating in the top 10% of the class of 2018 go to two of our students. First, Dr. Kathy Krager, and Dr. Ashley Schmidt. The Dean's Achievement Award is presented to the graduate who had the highest academic achievement for the 4 years of medical school. The 2018 recipient for this recognition is Dr. David Christensen. The next award will be presented by Dr. Dawn Bragg, Dean of Medical Student Affairs.
The Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award is funded through the Arnold P. Gold Foundation to promote recognition of humanism in medicine. Qualifying medical schools select a faculty and a graduating senior medical student. Among the criteria for the student award are consistently demonstrate compassion and empathy in the delivery of care to patients, shows respect for everyone, demonstrates cultural sensitivity in working with patients and family members of diverse backgrounds, displays effective communication and listening skills, engenders trust and confidence. The deserving student at the Sanford School of Medicine was selected by a class vote from the 10 inductees into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. I would love to congratulate Dr. Rayan Borshide, who receives the 2018 Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award. Dr. Borshide was inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society with particular commendation from classmates for her respect for others and her empathy and compassion for the underserved. Congratulations. Among the criteria for the faculty award are consistently demonstrates compassion and empathy in the delivery of care to patients, serves as a role model, that is, illustrates professional behavior by example, exhibits enthusiasm and skill in professional and personal interactions with students, shows respect for everyone, engenders trust and confidence, and adheres to professional ethical standards. Based on nominations from faculty and fourth-year medical students, the selection committee selected Dr. Amy Eichfeld, obstetrics and gynecologist from the Yankton Medical Clinic, to be the 2018 recipient of the faculty award. Dr. Eichfeld. Before I present her award, I'd like to read an excerpt from one of her nominating letters. I'd like you to really know who she is. For the past 15 years, Dr. Eichfeld has been traveling weekly and taking medical students to Wagner Indian Health Services to provide comprehensive obstetrical and gynecological care so that her patients do not have to travel when their resources are already greatly limited. I was fortunate to be one of the students she took to Wagner and witnessed firsthand the empathetic care she provides. She treats each patient equally with dignity and respect, always taking the time to listen to her patients and their wishes. She takes the time, no matter how hectic or busy the day may become with add-on appointments. She's present and attends to each patient, making sure their questions are answered and they're comfortable with the plan of care. Teaching comes naturally to Dr. Eichfeld. She exemplifies what service and dedication truly means. She has tirelessly worked to connect with her patients by forming trusting, lifelong relationships. She has fostered the growth of her colleagues and mentees, effectively impacting the next generation of physicians. Congratulations, Dr. Eichfeld.
The Chester McVeigh Memorial Award Fund was established by family and friends in honor of the memory of Dr. Chester McVeigh, professor and former chair of the Department of Surgery at our medical school. Dr. McVeigh contributed greatly to the teaching program and to the success of medical students and residents. He was also accomplished in research and patient care, which is best exemplified by the work that resulted in the publication and wide acceptance of the McVeigh procedure. The 2018 recipient of the Chester McVeigh Award for Excellence in Teaching and Research is Dr. Benson Hsu. Dr. Charlene Yen, President of the Class of 2018, will present the next award.
The purpose of the Anton Hayden Memorial Award is to perpetuate the memory and high regard in which Dr. Anton Hayden was held in his field of urology as a physician and surgeon, a teacher and a person. It is awarded to a School of Medicine professor selected by the membership of the junior and senior classes who has inspired and helped them the most during the final 2 years in medical school. It is my pleasure to present this award in 2018 to Dr. Timothy Irwin, Yankton campus.
And it is now my great pleasure to introduce the president of the USD Sanford School of Medicine Alumni Relations Council, Dr. David Aaron.
The Donald L. Alcott Award for Clinical Promise is given in honor of Donald L. Alcott from the class of 1940 to recognize his significant contributions to the School of Medicine. It is awarded to a senior medical student who shows promise in the clinical sciences. The student must rank in the top 50% of the class and be nominated by each clinical campus dean. The recipient is selected by the Alumni Relations Council. This year's recipient is Ashley Schmidt. The Claude K. Lardinois Endocrinology Award is given in honor of Claude K. Lardinois, who graduated with the School of Medicine class of 1973. Dr. Lardinois serves as Emeritus Professor of Medicine in the Endocrinology Division at the University of Nevada School of Medicine in Reno. He also serves as an endocrinology consultant for Renown Health and is Medical Director for Disease Management at American Healthcare. He is a native of Huron, where his father Clifford Lardinois Sr. was a pathologist with the Huron Region Medical Center. Both father and son have been ardent supporters of the School of Medicine. The recipient is chosen by the Department of Internal Medicine, and this year's recipient is Ali Ladd. The Sanford School of Medicine Alumni Relations Council has sanctioned the James E. Ryan Department of Family Medicine Award, sponsored by the South Dakota Academy of Family Physicians. The Ryan Award is given to senior medical students who are student members of the American Academy of Family Physicians and have matched with a family practice residency program. Candidates must also rank in the top 50% of the class and have an acceptable performance in the Department of Family Medicine courses. Selection is by the Department of Family Medicine. Dr. Jim Ryan practiced in Mobridge, South Dakota for 16 years before coming to USD, where he was faculty member and chair. He was a champion for inspiring South Dakota medical students to pursue careers in family medicine in rural communities. This year's recipients are Dr. Allison McEldowney and Dr. Michael Fields. The Alumni Relations Council would also like to recognize graduates who have successfully completed the USD Honors Program at the Sanford School of Medicine Alumni Student Scholars Program. Alumni scholars are accepted into the University of South Dakota on a competitive basis. They must complete the undergraduate honors program at the university maintaining a 3.5 GPA and complete an honors thesis as prerequisites to their acceptance into medical school. I am pleased to present a certificate to two students who will be receiving their medical degree along with their classmates tomorrow. Dr. Chandler Kazuski and Dr. Andrea Peterson.
The Scholarship Pathways Program is an elective opportunity and a competitive opportunity in which students develop a project in an area of interest outside the traditional curriculum. Students choose projects in one of three areas: research, service, or education. These projects span over 3 years and require independent learning and submission of a final scholarly product. Presenting the Pathways Medallion is the program coordinator, Dr. Candace Ziegler, and Pathway Director, Dr. Benjamin Aker, will assist with the presentation. The following students have fulfilled the requirement of the program: Dr. Benjamin Arbeiter, Dr. Sarah Ashmore, Dr. Jennifer Assam, Dr. Stephen Bollinger, Dr. Rianne Borscheid, Dr. Emma Bai, Dr. Tanner Ferguson. Dr. Max Fullo. Dr. Renita Getz. Dr. Elizabeth Hedman. Dr. Courtney Hayduck. Dr. Caitlin Hof. Dr. Nathan Jacobson. Dr. Amanda Johnson. Dr. Suvesh Koster. Dr. Jennifer Keating. Dr. Cade Klippenstein. Dr. Kelly Landine. Dr. Kelly McKnight. Dr. Andrea Peterson. Dr. Jessica Pichet. Dr. Laura Rasmussen. Dr. Charlene Yen. and Dr. Bethany Ziegler. I now invite Dr. Robert Vandermark, Jr., President of the South Dakota State Medical Association, to lead the affirmation of the physician. All physicians are encouraged to stand and join the graduates in reciting the affirmation, which is located on the back of your program.
Thank you. Congratulations to the class of 2018. It's an honor to be here with us, sharing a special day. So we'll go ahead to all the physicians. We'll do some unit together. Now being admitted to the high calling of the physician, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the care of the sick, the promotion of health, and the service of humanity. In the spirit of those who have inspired and taught me, I will seek constantly to grow in knowledge, understanding, and skill, and will work with my colleagues to promote all that is worthy in the ancient and honorable profession of medicine. My professionalism and intellectual curiosity will be laced with compassion for the individual and impersonal world. The health and dignity of my patient will ever be my first concern. I will hold in confidence all that my patient relates to me. I will not permit consideration of race, religion, nationality, or social standing to come between me and my duty to anyone in need of my services. Compensation for my services will be fair and tempered by individual needs. This pledge I make freely and upon my honor. Thank you.
This concludes the 2018 graduation convocation. Again, congratulations, best wishes. We know you're going to be great. The graduates in the stage party will now recess. After the recession, family and friends are welcome to join the students for cookies and lemonade located on the other side of the curtain behind me. And guests are welcome to take pictures at that time as well. Thank you for coming.